Hi guys! Welcome back to GH Spoilers channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most emotionally charged storylines unfolding in the beloved series ABC's General Hospital. Hold on to your seats, as Michael Corinthos finds himself at the heart of a whirlwind drama involving Sasha Gilmore and their baby, Desire so we thought. The story opens with Michael facing an intense moral dilemma. He is overwhelmed by a sense of responsibility for Sasha after discovering she has become pregnant and given birth to a baby girl named Daisy. Michael, driven by his inherent sense of duty and compassion, insists on stepping up to take responsibility for Sasha and their child. He feels immense guilt for what he perceives as leaving Sasha in a vulnerable position, compelled to support her both emotionally and financially. However, Sasha, known for her fierce independence and strength, assures Michael that she is perfectly capable of raising Daisy alone. She repeatedly emphasizes that Michael needn't shoulder this guilt or responsibility. Sasha firmly believes in her ability to care for her daughter independently, reflecting her pride and strong determination. Yet, despite Sasha's reassurances, Michael remains resolute. He passionately insists that he wants and indeed needs to co-parent Daisy with Sasha, driven by a sense of duty and genuine paternal affection for the child he believes is his own flesh and blood. After much persuasion and heartfelt conversation, Sasha finally agrees to Michael's proposal to co-parent Daisy together. What begins as an arrangement born from necessity soon blossoms into something deeper and more profound. Sasha and Michael find themselves growing closer, bonding over shared parenting responsibilities, sweet family moments, and mutual affection for Daisy. Audiences delight as their partnership gradually transcends mere co-parenting, evolving into a genuinely romantic relationship that both fans and fellow characters in Port Charles warmly embrace. Their romance intensifies quickly, fueled by mutual respect, deepening trust, and the powerful emotions that parenting a child together naturally creates. Seeing Sasha as more than just the mother of his child, Michael is swiftly compelled to solidify their newfound relationship further. In a heartfelt, emotional moment, Michael proposes marriage to Sasha, offering her a beautiful ring symbolizing his profound commitment. Overwhelmed with joy and love, Sasha happily accepts, and wedding preparations rapidly get underway. The upcoming nuptials become a celebrated event, capturing attention across Port Charles. Friends, family, and even curious spectators eagerly await what promises to be a touching ceremony, full of hope and happiness. Sasha, radiant and hopeful, anticipates starting a fresh chapter in life filled with security, love, and family stability alongside Michael and Daisy. Michael, equally excited, prepares himself emotionally to step into this new life as a husband and father with sincerity and devotion. Yet, in classic soap opera fashion, happiness rarely remains untouched by drama, and what happens next is utterly shocking. As the wedding day arrives, emotions run high, and the atmosphere is thick with joyous anticipation. Michael stands at the altar, eagerly awaiting Sasha. The congregation gathers, beaming with delight at the picture-perfect scene. Sasha walks down the aisle, her heart full of hope and happiness, believing this is the culmination of her dreams. However, an unexpected interruption shatters the idyllic scene. Carly Corinthos, known for her dramatic timing and protective nature toward her family, bursts into the ceremony, wielding devastating news that will forever alter the lives of Michael, Sasha, and everyone gathered. Carly's expression alone tells attendees that something terribly wrong is about to be unveiled. Without hesitation, Carly reveals shocking DNA test results, loudly and publicly declaring that Daisy is not Michael's biological child. Gasps ripple through the congregation as the realization dawns. Sasha has deceived Michael and everyone else, claiming Daisy was Michael's daughter when, in truth, she is not. Sasha's carefully hidden secret unravels spectacularly, leaving all present stunned, hurt, and deeply betrayed. Michael is understandably enraged by this revelation. He feels utterly humiliated and betrayed by Sasha, the woman he had so recently believed he loved and trusted deeply. Sasha, overwhelmed by guilt and shame, tries desperately to explain herself, pleading her remorse openly before the gathered crowd. She admits she acted out of fear, insecurity, and a desperate hope for stability, love, and family, things she genuinely believed could only be found with Michael. Despite her tearful and heartfelt apologies, Michael, profoundly hurt and feeling manipulated, rejects her pleas and storms out of the ceremony. The once joyful wedding collapses into utter disaster, leaving Sasha standing alone at the altar, her dreams shattered and reputation deeply scarred. Friends and family, deeply uncomfortable and saddened by the spectacle, silently leave the ceremony, reflecting on the dramatic collapse of what should have been a joyous union. The aftermath of this disastrous wedding ripples through Port Charles, dramatically shifting relationships and dynamics among the key characters. Michael, devastated, retreats into isolation, his trust severely damaged. His emotional wounds are profound, exacerbated by a sense of loss not only of his presumed biological child but also of the relationship and family stability he envisioned with Sasha. His anger and confusion become key story points, significantly impacting his interactions with other characters, especially his mother, Carly, whose revelation initiated this turmoil. Meanwhile, Sasha's life spirals as she grapples with guilt, shame, and public humiliation. Deeply regretful of her deception, Sasha genuinely seeks redemption, acknowledging the pain she caused Michael and the wider community. Yet, finding forgiveness proves far more challenging than anticipated. She faces widespread judgment and struggles to regain trust from those who feel deeply betrayed. The profound impact on baby Daisy herself is another heartbreaking aspect of this storyline. Though an innocent in the drama, Daisy's life has undeniably changed forever. Michael's paternal bond with Daisy is shattered, leaving a void where once there was deep emotional connection and affection. Sasha must now shoulder the responsibility of raising Daisy alone, under a cloud of shame and scandal. The emotional fallout from Sasha's deception extends broadly, challenging notions of trust, family, and love. Carly's decision to publicly reveal this devastating truth further complicates relationships, prompting some to question her motives and timing. Her revelation, though rooted in protectiveness for Michael, inevitably invites scrutiny and criticism. For Michael, trust becomes a central issue moving forward. His sense of betrayal affects future relationships profoundly, shaping how he interacts with others and evaluates their intentions. Audiences will see a more guarded, cautious Michael, whose wounds influence his decisions, romantic choices, and interactions in the near future. Meanwhile, Sasha embarks on a journey of self-discovery and redemption. Forced to confront the consequences of her decisions, Sasha will grapple with personal accountability and growth. Her narrative becomes deeply compelling as viewers witness her genuine attempts to make amends and rebuild her life in a meaningful, authentic way. Next, we will delve into a sizzling and suspenseful storyline brewing in Port Charles, where Cody Bell is igniting sparks of drama with a daring plan to charm Ava Jerome. This audacious move is steeped in ulterior motives, but it teeters on the edge of disaster as Ava's own dangerous entanglements and Cody's tangled relationships threaten to unravel everything. With layers of deception, potential jealousy, and high-stakes consequences at play, we're unpacking this explosive plot with vivid reimaginings, inventive details, and expanded narratives. Will Cody's flirtatious gamble pay off with crucial secrets, or will it light a fuse that burns every bridge he's built? Join us as we explore each twist and turn of this captivating saga in the heart of General Hospital's latest chaos. Let's kick things off with Cody Bell's bold and risky strategy to win over Ava Jerome, a woman whose allure is matched only by her cunning. Picture Cody, with his rugged charm and sly grin, plotting his approach in the dimly lit stables of the Quartermain estate, the scent of hay mingling with his determination. His plan isn't born of mere infatuation, it's a calculated chess move to slip past Ava's guarded walls. Whispers around town suggest he's targeting an upcoming lavish gala at Ava's art gallery. An event dripping with elegancy, think crystal chandeliers and whispered deals over champagne flutes where he might catch her off guard with a well-timed compliment or a dance under the spotlight. The rumor mill spins with speculation that Cody's true aim is to worm his way into Ava's confidence, possibly to unearth dirt on her ruthless blackmail scheme against Alexis Davis over Christina Corinthos Davis' brake-tampering scandal. Having recently aligned with Lulu Spencer to safeguard secrets about Giovanni Joe Palmieri's adoption, Cody's no novice to manipulation, but Ava is a shark in these waters. If he overplays his hand perhaps with a lingering touch during a private tour of her gallery's newest exhibit, will Ava sniff out his deception, or will Cody gain a foothold in her treacherous world? A fresh twist imagines Cody discovering a hidden sketch in Ava's office during the gala, a drawing hinting at a past betrayal tied to Alexis, fueling his resolve to dig deeper. Complicating Cody's scheme is the intricate web of personal connections he's woven, particularly with Molly Lansing Davis, whose heart he's unknowingly begun to capture. Envision late-night conversations at Kelly's Diner, where Cody and Molly have shared soul-bearing talks since her painful breakup with T.J. Ashford. Their laughter over milkshakes hinting at a budding romance beneath the surface. But if Molly catches wind of Cody's flirtatious pursuit of Eva, imagine her walking into the gallery gala just as Cody leans into close to even near a striking sculpture misadventures could fracture their fragile bond. The sting of perceived betrayal might push Molly to retreat, her trust in Cody shaken as she questions whether his kindness was ever genuine. Meanwhile, Alexis Davis, already buckling under the weight of Ava's extortion, might cast a suspicious eye on Cody if she notices his sudden fascination with her nemesis during a tense encounter at the courthouse. Picture Alexis pulling Cody aside under the harsh fluorescent lights, her voice low and sharp, warning him not to toy with Molly's emotions. Other key players, like Dante Falconeri, with his detective's intuition, or Max Scorpio, ever protective of family ties, could also start probing Cody's intentions if whispers of his antics reach their ears. Will Cody's covert operation sabotage the trust he's built with Molly, or can he keep his true motives veiled from prying eyes? A new detail suggests Molly might confide in Christina about her doubts, setting up a potential confrontation that could expose Cody's game. The stakes of Cody's seduction plot couldn't be higher, as he walks a razor-thin line between triumph and catastrophe in his quest to outsmart Ava Jerome. Visualize him navigating this treacherous path like a tightrope artist at a circus, one wrong step away from a devastating fall, as he balances charm and cunning in equal measure. If Cody succeeds in peeling back the layers of Ava's blackmail plot during a late-night confession, perhaps over a stolen glass of vintage wine in her gallery's private loft, could arm Alexis with the leverage needed to turn the tables, or even shift the power dynamics in Port Charles' shadowy underbelly. Yet, Ava's history of outwitting adversaries, from her fiery clashes with Sonny Corinthos to her icy manipulations of past foes, paints her as a master of reversal. She might sense Cody's agenda and spin a web of her own, ensnaring him in a counter-scheme that leaves him exposed. Imagine Ava recording a seemingly innocent conversation that later becomes blackmail material against him. Adding to the chaos, the buzz of Britt Westburn's rumored return to town, with her own history of stirring trouble, could distract Cody at a critical moment. Perhaps during a chance encounter at the hospital where old tensions resurface. A newly crafted element introduces a mysterious anonymous note slipped into Cody's jacket at the gala, warning him that Ava already knows more about his past than he realizes, heightening the danger of his ploy. Cody Bell's gambit to seduce Ava Jerome is more than a personal mission. It's a potential earthquake that could reshape relationships and power struggles across Port Charles. Picture the ripple effects as news of their interaction spreads from hushed gossip at Charlie's pub to concerned murmurs among the Corinthos family at their sprawling estate. If Cody pierces through Ava's armor and lays bare her schemes, he could emerge as an unlikely hero to Alexis and Christina, offering a lifeline in a storm of legal and personal turmoil. But the risk looms large that Ava, with her knack for turning the tables, might use Cody's advances to tighten her grip on her enemies, perhaps by framing him as a co-conspirator in her blackmail to deflect suspicion. Meanwhile, the cost to his connection with Molly hangs heavy. Imagine her tear-streaked face as she confronts him outside the gallery under a starlit sky, her voice breaking with hurt over what she perceives as betrayal. Will Cody's intricate dance of deception yield the secrets he seeks, or will it ignite suspicions that torch the tender bridge to Molly's heart? A creative addition suggests Cody might keep a hidden journal of his plans, tucked away in a locked drawer at his apartment, which if discovered by the wrong person could blow his cover sky high. As this electrifying storyline unfolds, Port Charles braces for the fallout of Cody Bell's audacious scheme to charm his way into Ava Jerome's secrets. Visualize the town as a powder keg, with every whispered rumor and stolen glance adding fuel to an inevitable explosion of drama. Cody's flirtation, born from a desire to expose Ava's dark dealings with Rick Lansing against Alexis over Christina's misstep, is a high-wire act that could either crown him a savior or cast him as a fool. From the opulent backdrop of the gallery gala to the quiet, charged moments with Molly, every step he takes is fraught with peril and possibility. Will Ava's sharp instincts foil his plans before he even gets close? Or can Cody outmaneuver one of General Hospital's most formidable players? And what of Molly? Will she forgive a perceived slight if the truth of his intentions emerges? Or is there potential romance doomed before it truly begins? A final invented detail hints at a late-night phone call from Lulu Spencer, edging Cody to tread carefully as she's uncovered a rumor that Ava's hired a private investigator to dig into his past, raising the stakes of his dangerous game even higher. Next, we will immerse ourselves in the electrifying buzz surrounding a potential daytime comeback that has longtime soap opera fans buzzing with anticipation. The iconic Erika Slezak, celebrated for her 6 Emmy-winning portrayal of Victoria Vicki Lord on One Life to Live OLTL, has reignited passion among viewers after a heartfelt appearance at a 2025 fan convention honoring OLTL's storied legacy. Her nostalgic musings about for decades in Longview have sparked wild speculation about a crossover to Port Charles or the introduction of a brand new character on General Hospital. With the Corinthos custody war and Quartermaine family turmoil already setting the stage ablaze, could Slezak's arrival weave into these fiery plots or resurrect connections from OLTL's past? Let's explore this thrilling possibility with imaginative expansions, fresh details, and creative twists as we ponder the seismic impact her star power could have on GH's canvas. Let's dive into the whirlwind of excitement surrounding Erika Slezak's potential return to the daytime drama scene, a prospect that has fans practically vibrating with joy. Picture the scene at the 2025 OLTL Legacy Convention held in a grand ballroom in Philadelphia, the air thick with nostalgia as Slezak steps onto the stage, her warm smile evoking memories of Vicki Lord's intricate life in Longview. As she shared tender anecdotes about portraying a character with such depth, think of her recounting Vicki's battles with multiple personalities under glittering chandelier satins. Couldn't help but dream of seeing her grace their screens once more. Word on the street is that GH executives have floated a short-term contract her way, capitalizing on her expressed willingness to act again. A tantalizing tidbit that aligns with GH's storied history of welcoming OLTL characters like Blair Kramer into the fold. Social media is ablaze with fan fervor, posts erupting with declarations like, "Vicki in Port Charles would be the crossover event of the decade. The possibilities are endless. Slezak could reprise Vicki, perhaps arriving to offer sage advice to a tormented soul in Port Charles during a crisis at the Metro Court. Or she could debut as a completely new person, imaging a formidable matriarch with shadowy connections to the Quartermaines or a mysterious vendetta against the Casadinis." A newly invented detail suggests Slezak might have dropped a cryptic hint during the convention about unfinished business in a neighboring town, sending GH fans into a speculative frenzy. Will her unparalleled legacy infuse Longview's spirit into GH's already turbulent waters? Now, let's consider the profound ripple effects a crossover of this magnitude could unleash on the intricate tapestry of Port Charles storylines. Envision Vicki Lord herself stepping off a sleek private jet at Port Charles Airport, her elegant demeanor a stark contrast to the chaos she's about to enter. As her arrival intersects with the high-stakes drama at Deception Cosmetics, perhaps she's drawn into a mentorship role, guiding a struggling executive like Sasha Gilmore Corbin through corporate espionage with wisdom honed in Longview's cutthroat circles. Alternatively, her presence could reignite old ties to Blair Kramer, whose past marriage to Marty Gray might resurface as a plot point, sparking a reunion over coffee at Kelly's Diner where buried secrets about their shared history come to light. If Slezak opts for a fresh character, let's call her Margaret Peggy Hawthorne. A steely businesswoman with a hidden past could lock horns with Tracy Quartermaine over the future of Giovanni Joe Palmieri, clashing at a heated family meeting in the Quartermaine mansion over inherited fortunes and buried scandals. Further, imagine Peggy having a long-forgotten connection to Sonny Corinthos through OLTL's mob underbelly, stirring intrigue during a tense confrontation at his penthouse. Or linking to Alexis Davis through a Casadini family secret unearthed during a late-night legal consultation at the PCPD. A creative addition posits that Peggy might carry an old locket engraved with a Casadini crest, hinting at a lineage twist that could upend Alexis' world. How will Slezak's character, whether Vicki or someone new, redefine the power dynamics and personal battles in Port Charles with her commanding presence? The GH fandom is practically crackling with electric anticipation as supporters flood online forums and social media with their wildest hopes and dreams for Erika Slezak's impact on the show. Visualize virtual watch parties where fans, sipping wine and munching popcorn, debate passionately in comment threads about what her return could mean. Many yearn for a full-blown Vicky Lord revival, picturing her as a grounding force for someone like Carly Spencer, who's navigating her own storms. Tweets light up with sentiments like, Vicky could teach Carly a masterclass in resilience. Imagine Vicky sitting with Carly on the terrace of the Metrocourt Hotel, offering pearls of wisdom over chamomile tea as city lights twinkle below, helping her see a path through the Corinthos custody quagmire. Others advocate for a brand new role to avoid the pitfalls of nostalgia overload, envisioning Slezak as a rival to the Quartermaines, with posts proclaiming, Erika as a corporate nemesis to Tracy would be pure gold. Picture her character storming into ALC headquarters, her piercing gaze unsettling even the inflappable Tracy during a boardroom showdown. With Slezak's emulated history and the gravitas she brought to Longview, her addition promises to be a tour de force. Though some fans worry if GH can craft a storyline worthy of her talent, perhaps a poll on a fan site reveals a split vote on whether to tether her to all TL roots or let her soar in uncharted territory. A fresh detail introduces a fan-driven petition circulating online, urging GH writers to pair Slezak's character with a mentorship arc for younger characters like Jocelyn Jax, blending legacy with fresh energy. Will her return ignite a crossover blaze from One Life to Live, or forge an entirely new chapter in Port Charles lore? As speculation mounts, the prospect of Erika Slezak stepping into the world of General Hospital feels like a soap opera dream poised to become reality, sending waves of excitement through every corner of the fanbase. Picture Port Charles as a chessboard, with Slezak's potential character but the beloved Vicky or the enigmatic Peggy Hawthorne positioned as a queen ready to checkmate existing rivalries and alliances. Her convention appearance has lit a fuse, reminding us of the emotional depth and dramatic flair she wielded for over 40 years in Longview. A legacy that could either anchor a nostalgic crossover or birth a groundbreaking new saga. Imagine the buzz at local haunts like Charlie's Pub, where regulars speculate over beers about whether she'll counsel embattled characters in the Corinthos custody war or unearth long-buried Quartermaine secrets during a dramatic family gala. The possibilities stretch as far as the imagination, from mob entanglements with Sunny to legal labyrinths with Alexis, each thread promising to weave Slezak's star power into GH's fabric. A newly crafted element suggests GH might tease her rival with a cryptic promo featuring a silhouette at the docks, a voiceover hinting at a past that refuses to stay buried, driving fans into a guessing frenzy. Will her undeniable charisma and storied career elevate an existing arc, or will it carve out a bold, unforeseen narrative that redefines Port Charles for a new era? Stay tuned to ABC General Hospital as we await confirmation of Erika Slezak's monumental return to daytime television. A move that could either bridge the beloved worlds of Longview and Port Charles or introduce a dynamic new force to shake up the status quo. Will she don Vicky Lord's iconic mantle once more, offering solace and strength to GH's tormented souls? Or will she unveil a character so compelling that even the fiercest Quartermaine or Casadini trembles in her wake? Share your wildest theories and dream storylines in the comments below. Do you envision a crossover extravaganza or a fresh legacy for Slezak in Port Charles? Keep checking back with our channel for the latest spoilers, updates, and all the heart-pounding drama that keeps General Hospital at the pinnacle of soap opera storytelling.